Does Star Trek The Next Generation have any episodes that have any form of racism or sexism or any stereotypes in them? Well, apparently, there's a few people out there who believe that this show, in particular, this episode of Season 1, Episode 4, Code of Honor, has a lot of African stereotypes to it. Now, to be fair about this, when this show came out originally in 1987, I was 17 at the time, and Star Trek could do no wrong. I was just thrilled to see new episodes of Star Trek on television, and I looked forward to every minute of it. Now, of course, the first season was weak compared to everything that followed, but this episode here, I didn't think there was much wrong with it, but apparently today there are people out there who have a problem with it. Now, the article that I am about to quote here comes from Fansided. Another Star Trek actor says Code of Honor could use disclaimers. Code of Honor was easily one of the worst episodes of Star Trek The Next Generation, ranking second behind Star Trek Enterprise's These Are the Voyages. The episode has so many problems, racism, stereotypes, being just two, that Star Trek The Next Generation actor Jonathan Frakes has suggested that while it continued to be shown, a warning or explanation should be added to let current viewers know that these were the views from long time ago. These were not the views from a long time ago. In 1987, you're trying to tell me that racism and stereotypes were the views that was being projected on television. What about the TV series In the Heat of the Night? Virgil Tibbs did not emulate any of the stereotypes that they are claiming here. What about the TV show Shaft? And now that I know that was a 70s show, but there was nothing racist about that show either. On the other side of it, we got Cyril Lifton, who played Jake Sisko, who has no problems with the film or the episode in particular, Code of Honor, remaining in the rotation. He does not have any problem with the episode remaining in rotation because he believes you'll learn and grow from history. I don't have a problem with it staying in rotation. I think you'll learn from history and you grow from it. You can't ignore it. If there is no progress, we can't recognize that. It's something that we've evolved from as a society. If we don't see that difference, then we haven't moved anywhere. And to our credit, at least in this particular Code of Honor case, we can realize, hey, we've to some degree have moved past these stereotypes of how we're going to depict black men on television. We've seen the light, and there's more to black people than these stereotypes that they can use. The sexualizations and all these other kinds of really brutal physical basic concepts. I wouldn't be opposed to putting a disclaimer in front of it saying this is filmed in 1987/88 and the views expressed in here are no longer. He said those views are expressed no longer. He also had no issue with putting a disclaimer in front of it. Why? Maybe I am missing something. I don't understand. Okay, yeah, there's some African themes going here, but I don't look at this the way apparently they're looking at it. I see a science fiction show where a crew from a spaceship visits another planet. Their world is different from ours. Their culture, their belief system, their rule of law is so completely opposite to who we are and what we believe that it's a conflict of interest when problems develop. This is science fiction. This is enjoyable. And for some reason, lately, we want to make conflict out of only certain things, but not everything, although it quickly is becoming a conflict with everything. Making conflict out of everything. Take this for an example. I know this has nothing to do with Star Trek, but it does help push my point over the edge here. Thor 4, Thor Love and Thunder, which probably is the worst MCU movie ever to be made. Fans are called stupid for demanding a trigger warning at the beginning of the movie for upsetting chemo scene involving one of the main characters. So basically, people were going to see Thor Love and Thunder, and they found out that one of the main characters in the story had a terminal cancer, and people were protesting it and demanding that a warning be put, if not on the screen before the movie started, but outside the theater as well, letting people know, hey, if you have people involved with cancer in some way, it may affect you in any way, do not watch this movie, or be warned that there is a cancer terminal patient in this movie. For the love of God, this is just ridiculous, and it's spreading. It's getting stupider by the minute. You want to talk about stereotypes and people getting upset? Look at this one. The Godfather not welcome at famed San Gennaro Festival in Little Italy. The Feast of San Gennaro put a hit on The Godfather. In our rules, nobody can sell anything with The Godfather or mobster or anything that degrades the Italians. Basically, they are sick and tired of the mafia being, or the Italian people being portrayed as nothing but Italian mobsters. So when you think about Star Trek, the original series, A Piece of the Action, what's that show basically about? Italian gangsters, and looking how they're dressing up. But I don't have a problem with this, and I don't see any legal warnings or disclaimers attached to this episode, because it was all done in fun, which is what I am saying here. Code of Honor, as bad as that episode was not meant to offend anyone. It was an episode of a science fiction show, which is the same thing that happened here. Kirk and Spock were not offending anyone. It was a science fiction show about a planet that's culture had been adapted to Italian mafia-style ways. So can we just relax, everyone, and take a chill pill?
Calm the hell down. You're taking all the fun away.
So, tell me what you think about all this. Is this episode racist? Am I right in the fact that it's just a science fiction show and that they're visiting a different world with different cultures? Different beliefs? I think people need to calm down. It's just getting ridiculous. And Jonathan Frakes and Seedick suggesting a warning, I don't like that, because I really do not remember the 1980s being this way. As I said before, there are so many TV shows out there. You had In the Heat of the Night. You had Shaft. Where was the racism in all these? All right, I'm going to end the video right here, but I want your thoughts and your comments on this one, please. So tell me what you think about this. Drop your comments below and let me know. And until the next time, my friends, God bless.